Hello guys, Dr.P there, and today I'm gonna make another IS analysis that was posted on my Discord. So this one is gonna be pretty special because this is from a VGG tournament player. So for those who don't know, VGG tournament players have basically a set of 10-page long rules, right? And that's why I've never really taken any interest in this, particularly since the top operators in the meta are half men. But anyway, this is still a very interesting run to watch as a new player because this is the perfect proof that you can win even in the highest difficulty with quote-unquote sub-meta operators. Also, this video is like 2 hours long, so I'm definitely gonna put it in 2 times speed instead of 1.5, and I'm also probably gonna skip some passages because again, this is a VGG player. He literally doesn't need my help. I'm only gonna show you the interesting parts that can be interesting for a new player, and yeah, so without further ado, let's go. Alright, so Tactical Assault with Silver Rush E2, Deep Color and Pure Stream. That's a very interesting start. Again, this is not a start that you would usually do in IS5, simply because there are much more meta operators, but again, this is a VGG tournament player, so he doesn't have any choice. Deep Color is a ridiculously good 4-star operator because her summons have so many applications in the early game. Pure Stream, if we take into account the range and the healing output when she gets E2 with her module, she's definitely the best 4-star medic. And Silver Rush, while not the best guard, still has a lot of applications, right? He's able to attack air, his S3 is able to attack multiple enemies at once, he's probably gonna be able to destroy the crystals early on, he's able to reveal invisible enemies, he reduces the redeployment cooldown. Anyway, there are a lot of things that Silver Rush is good at. Alright, he doesn't want the toy limits this early on, which makes sense. In this map, it's insanely easy, you just wait for this guy to fall down. You literally don't have to fight it. Just to be clear, this was absolutely not necessary. Like, you can simply wait for Crown Slayer to go here, place a summon, and she will fall down the pit. So this was only for show, but it doesn't matter. At least it shows you the power of E2 Silver Rush this early on. Bridge this early on is really good. It's literally 50% HP in the late game. There's already another item that gives plus 50% HP, but it's a rare collectible. This one is only a common. Roberta, okay. Second best 4-star supporter, makes sense. Keeping the industry for later, that's good, because I didn't say anything about the ending. This is an ending 2, 4, and 5 ending, so at some point he's gonna lose all of his original ingots, so it's best to keep other ways to get ingots, like for example the Inspirers and stuff. So you can see here that with the E2 Silver Rush, you want to deploy him facing right in this stage, because you will be able to destroy the crystal this way. See what I meant when I said Silver Rush still can do a lot of things. Also, one thing to notice is that if you think this guy can be a hassle, if you, for example, don't have an E2 unit at this point, and you have Deep Color, you can deploy Deep Color like facing, for example, here. So this way she will only take one or two hits, and not even because you can simply deploy a summon. But the thing is, if you deploy a summon when an enemy is exactly on this side, whether he's not moving or he is about to move, you can simply deploy a tentacle and they are gonna fall there. You can see here that he's gonna stop for like half a second or something. If you deploy a tentacle there for the half second he's there, he's gonna fall down. There we go. Another supporter, that's extremely unlucky, but alright. Alright, traveling vertically to get the lamp. Ice Age is a bit unfortunate because it doesn't provide any plan, but at least it's a collectible, so it's not the end of the world. That's an interesting placement. Again, I don't know the meta in VGG, so I don't know a lot about Silver Rush and Roberta and stuff. But yeah, that's certainly an interesting placement for sure. Losing HP, I mean in this case it's losing shield, should be inconsequential as long as he can get the king item that will get him a lot of shield with every fight. So in the end, it shouldn't matter, shouldn't. Also guard. Guard that cost 2 less hope, all pianus. So you can see that's already 2 men, that's why I really don't like this format. Checking the Rogue Trader, and the bonus was gain 3 ingots, so it's literally useless. You don't want to spend 2 plans just for this. Alright, what do we have here? Visage is useless at this point in the game. There's another guard, so he can E2 the old pianist. Support Escape Crane. I really like Escape Crane for some reason. Machine is also very good. It's only 2 original ingots, so spending 2 to eventually get back 5 is really good. Particularly since, again, all of these ingots are gonna go to waste eventually. Can't see what's below. Okay, so it's probably the guard plus the machine. Maybe the Escape Crane, I'm not sure. He bought the anchor. Interesting. I didn't think he would want anchor. I mean, that makes sense. Like, anchor is quote-unquote shield. Eat all pianist, refresh. Didn't buy the machine. Interesting. He can get some hope with the blue silk scarf. Yeah. The thing is, it's only 3 hopes, so he can't get a 6-star guard. So what does he want there? Amiya. Interesting. Buying the dust. Dust is interesting because dust will go back in your Inspirer stash with every floor. So if you discard it because you don't have enough mental toy limit, or if you sell it, it's basically a net positive every time. What does he want to buy there? Oh, the fog machine. Okay. Alright, getting the 2 Inspirers. He doesn't have Tin Man, so the mental toy is a bit of an issue there. I guess he's wondering if he's going for the Lost and Found this early, which can be a bit of an issue. Like, there are 2 schools. There are the ones that want to go to a Lost and Found early, but will not get any EXP afterwards, or the one that want to go to a Lost and Found late and take the risk to not get the face-off afterwards and lose all of their original ingots. So it depends. It depends on the runs. Here, I don't know. I feel like it would be a good idea, but it depends. Also, I didn't even see he had this bag of plans. I assume he started with the perk that makes him lose some stuff and gain a collectible. Gaining a bag of plans as a starting collectible is really powerful. Alright, he's doing the temporary patch up. In emergency, this is always a very difficult stage because you can deploy a unit there usually, but it's gonna be very difficult to be able to bait an attack from this guy. At least he has deep color, so it's not that much of an issue, but it's basically a team check. I assume he's gonna want to get the spine with all pianists. Here he baited the attack with deep color. Alright. S2 all pianist destroys the spine. Amiya keeps Serash alive. You can abuse all pianists to get the chest, so that's a very good idea. He saw there was a special enemy, so he decided to retreat Serash. That's a really interesting tech. If you're a new player, this is very important. When you see there's a special enemy, so a dog, a rat, a bear, anyway, coming, you usually want to have your skills ready, so that's why he retreated Serash. It's actually faster to retreat Serash and deploy him again to have your skill ready, instead of simply waiting for the skill to be over and then waiting the, I don't even know how many seconds again, like 75 or something, I don't even know. It's a lot. Alright, it's the dog. Dog is by far the easiest one with Serash because Serash has invisibility reveal. So it's literally a free enemy there. There we go. Akapura and Bowl, that's very unfortunate because you have to skip this item. Again, if you're a new player, in IS5 the goal is to get the lamp and to then have 1 HP. So you literally never want to leave these 1 HP. What does Akapura and Bowl do? Well, you recover HP. So no, you literally want to skip this collectible. And you want to skip any collectible that says gain HP, gain max HP, this kind of stuff. Goldish Silver Coin is really good though. Any item that says all operators start with SP is really good on all pianists particularly because, well, it allows you to spam your S3 even more because when you end your S3 with all pianists is considered redeployed, so you gain plus 6 SP again, and eventually if you have enough initial SP, you can literally click on all pianists, use S3, stop S3, and reuse S3 right away, and you can spam this infinitely. Another guard. He's not getting any Vanguard, that's interesting. E to the Amiya. Now he has 3 plans, so that's good. Okay, so he wants to go to the Lost and Found still. Going to the Lost and Found instead of the scouting. I mean, it makes sense because what would you use the scouting for? All of his important operators are already E2. So it makes sense to actually go to the Lost and Found, already take the thing to go to the 4th ending and say goodbye to the scouting node for now. I don't think I'll have anything to say in this reagent seminar with 3 E2 operators, to be fair. Right, waiting for the machine to pop and now using the skills, that's good, because this is the only dangerous enemy in this stage. Defender, huh, I guess it's Gummy or Quora, depends, yep. Quora is usually better at tanking bosses or big enemies when you don't need healing that much and you have already Amiya or Olpianus or, for example, Deep Color who can take aggro from enemies. Like, you don't really need healing that much. In this case, Quora is better for sure. See, you can discard the home dust if your mental toil is too high, because you know you're gonna get it back on the next floor. Alright, losing all the ingots. Goodbye 8 ingots. That's fine. Going to the 5th ending. Alright, he got basically everything. Now he's gonna want to go to a face-off. He's also gonna want to destroy the final cadence. And that's gonna be enough. What is he getting there? Oh, Jesus. Tactical transceiver, when he's this early in the run, can be okay, because getting an additional choice of vouchers when you start with a tactical assault or any tactical team really is actually really good, because with this tactical team you have more chances to get guard and vanguard vouchers. So since you still want to get some other stuff like, I don't know, like sniper, casters, medic, you know, this kind of stuff, then transceiver is actually pretty good. And Poetry Strip was completely useless. Yeah, sure, you buff deep colors summons, but that doesn't matter. All enemies have minus 7% attack or minus 15 attack speed. You know what? I'm actually not sure about this one. Like, both are okay. I'm not sure. Since a lot of bosses have special attacks that are not based on attack speed, I would assume the best thing is minus attack. Yeah. Shields. Second ending collectible. Alright, elite and leader enemies gain plus 20% in each stat, which is pretty bad. Alright, possibility at the bottom, so definitely the possibility. Simulated skirmish gives a plan, so he's gonna be able to enter the possibility, that's good. Regular simulated skirmish is not that difficult, because sure, these guys hit like a truck, but at least you don't have the mandatory bombardments that deal 3000 fixed damage. Alright, I'm here first, then Severash, good. That's S2 Severash, isn't it? I didn't even notice an interesting tech. This is S2 Severash. That's very interesting. He's making Severash more tanky in order to resist the mortars. Very, very good. As you can see, the mortars are literally doing no damage. He's also doing no damage, but that's only to tank the few enemies up until he can deploy all pianists. There you go. So he can't deal any damage to the final cadence, but that's to be expected. Getting the cadence this early, you're sure to not be able to do anything to it. Alright, Korra in a corner to tank the attack from the mortars. Switching to Roberta for some reason, I'm not sure why, but alright. And stage over. Oh, special enemy. Again, another dog. This guy is so lucky. I mean, in this case, he's actually not that lucky, but because he doesn't have S3 Silver, but that should be enough. As you can see, he reactivated S2 in order to give him more range, in order to attack the dog from afar, and also being able to reveal it from afar, because Silverash's detection is based on his range, obviously. Ooh, that was unfortunate. Huh. Okay, he got stunned right before Ulpianus was able to resolve his attack. But that's alright. Alright, what is he getting there? Baby Jar, sure, more hope. Ooh, Rusted Razor, really, really good. Okay, supporter caster, probably caster. Even though he's not going for a caster run right now. So what is he getting? Indigo, okay, sure, makes sense. Then possibility. He's getting Suffering. Suffering is actually really bad. At least he has Pure Stream, he has Amiya, so it shouldn't be that bad. Ooh, Crystal. I hate Crystal Mystery, honestly. This is probably one of the worst debuff in my opinion. He's obviously not doing the face-off to kill the boats right away. He doesn't have a single king collectible right now, just as a reminder. So he's gonna do it later. Alright. Alright, pretty free. As you saw, the other choice was the bear and the rat. There was absolutely no way he would have been able to kill the bear and the rat, so that's why he decided to go for this one. Really good decision there. I always fail face-off nodes because I chew more than I can bite, so yeah. Scales, really good. Scales is insanely good after you have already lost your ingots. This is insane, absolutely insane. It's one of the best way to get a lot of Regium ingots. Medic's a monster, yeah, okay, makes sense. Wish, first King's collectible. Blooded Sky, okay, another plan, that's good. I wonder when he's gonna want to kill the final cadence. Again, there's two schools there. There are those that have a lot of shields and think that even if they lose shields, they will have enough for Amiya, so they will leak the final cadence as much as possible in order to get a lot of collectibles. And there are those that want to kill the final cadence as soon as possible because, well, -1 shield plus -1 shield plus -1 shield adds up to a lot eventually. It usually depends on the run. Like in this case, he has a lot of shield generation thanks to the anchor. Trader, so it would actually quite make sense to leak the final cadence, but I don't know. The main issue right now I can notice is that he doesn't have any Vanguard despite starting with a tactical assault. That's both unfortunate and fortunate. Fortunate because he was able to get E2 All Pianist very, very early on, and also E2 Amir, which is really good. And unfortunate because, well, eventually he's gonna want some Vanguards, particularly for Keelan. Alright, dealing quite a lot of damage to the final cadence. I mean, quite a lot. A bit of damage. Also, his game is starting to crash. Like, what the fuck is happening to his game? You can see that the item that says when deployed your operators are frozen also applies to all pianists S3. So initial SP item works, sure, but also this debuff. So is he able to... Oh, he can destroy the chest. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, he's not losing a lot of ingots, but still, that's a bit unfortunate. I wonder if there was no way he would have destroyed the chest. That's weird. I feel like he could have destroyed them, but alright. Stimulants is okay. Halo is alright, I guess. Another guard. That's... I don't know if it's fortunate or not. What is he getting there? Holderer, okay. Holderer for Keelan, most notably. Rerolling the encounter, get another wish fulfilled, get the King's Crown. Now he's at 2 King's Collectibles, face off. I assume he still doesn't want, yeah, he doesn't want the bow still. It makes sense, like, as long as you don't have a lot of range damage. He has some range damage, right? He has Silver Ash, for example, but that's not enough for now. Maybe if he had at least 3 King's Collectibles, that would be enough. I'm not sure. Alright, the 2 frozen guys. This is a pretty difficult battle. Okay, he's not doing the frozen guys. Makes sense. Now the Narceres, as long as you don't get eaten, that's fine, I guess? Yeah, King's Crown, even if you don't have 3 King's Collectibles, still gives you plus 50% attack, so it's really good. Alright, also I just noticed, what the fuck is that grey bar at the right of the screen? Anyway. Sticks! Alright, probably Vanguard, yep. Right, Surfer absolutely makes sense. Surfer is the best Vanguard or the second best Vanguard depending on how you value Hope or not. And Medicine Sticks is, in my opinion, probably the best collectible in the entire mode, so... gain 1 Inspiro whenever you visit a Force and Truth. Okay, he doesn't want that, sure. Oh, what is he getting there? Oh, he's getting a lag. Pungent Coffee Bean, sure. The return is literally useless right now. He doesn't have any dodge, so sure. More squad size. Unfortunate. I'm making a right-hand fall, makes sense. River Watcher, so that's Logos' mommy. It shouldn't be that bad, particularly with Old Pianist, who doesn't really care about necrosis. Alright, using Silver Ash, redeploying Silver Ash, the usual stuff. Old Pianist there, assuming to snipe Logos' mommy with S3. Wait, that's S2, isn't it? Okay, so that's not what he wants to do. I assume he wants to kill her with Hodora then? I'm not sure. There are a lot of ways to deal with Logos' mom. Maybe he simply wants to wait up until she's here and simply destroy her here and then destroy the crystal. That would make sense. Old Pianist's S2 is very good here because the necrosis, even if it procs, won't reduce his SP because, well, his SP are maxed from the moment the S2 is activated because it's an infinite duration skill. That's a very, very safe strat, but it works. Like, I have absolutely nothing to say there. This is quote-unquote textbook Arknights. Like, you literally just deploy your tanky unit there and your medics there, and yeah, that's it. And then your range unit behind, sure. Alright, no more crystal, he's getting the 3 plants, that's very good. As you can see, no difficulty whatsoever there. What is he getting there? Archglyph or Fearless Blade? Both are pretty good, but Archglyph has an insane value in most cases. I'm not sure what Fearless Blade would hit right now. It's either Old Pianist or Hodora, depending on the potential, I assume. So I'm not sure. But he's probably gonna want Archglyph. Yeah. Alright, what is he getting? Sniper, Medic, Caster, Specialist. He can't E2 the monster right now, so I'm not sure. Ethan. Okay, makes sense. There's a face-off, but he still has only 2 King's Collectibles, so yeah. Still, face-offs have a lot of value now because they at least give you 1 plan. Okay, he's going to the Rogue Trader. Interesting. King's Armor, okay, so that's the 3rd King's Collectible. Why is he going to the Rogue Trader then? I wouldn't have assumed he would have gone to the Rogue Trader, that's interesting. You usually don't want to go to a Rogue Trader from the moment you have lost your ingots and because you want to gain more. So I'm not sure what he wants to do there. Is it like an early steal? It might be an early steal. Also, there's a lot of good items there. There's Wrath, a solo music box, Happy Ten Candy. Divine Speed is very good, but not with this configuration, but that's still a pretty good shop. Okay, he is buying things. Okay, I wouldn't have expected him to do that. I would have expected him to actually save his original ingots. Interesting. Because again, usually what you want to do from the moment you have lost all your original ingots is start saving in order to go to 38, and then on the 5th or 6th floor, depending on which ending you want, you steal the shop, you end up at exactly 150, and after the next node reroll into a wishful field, you're able to get the golden chalice. That's usually what you want to do. Does he want advancement? Oh, he is stealing. Okay. Wait. What the fuck? Bro, he bamboozled me. Alright, anyway, he's saying some shit. Oh, no, he is actually stealing. Interesting. Stealing cannot on floor 4 is very bold, so let's see how he's gonna do it. Yeah, as you can see, that's not a lot of damage. Is Ethan really gonna be enough for the middle lane? Maybe. I'm not sure. He's deliberately leaking the automatons. Not this one, though. That seems so chaotic. That would be the kind of moment where I would tell myself, okay, now I'm done. Okay, leaking a second enemy. Maybe a third one, I'm not sure. Okay, intercepting with Surfer, but how is he gonna deal with Knot though? Like, I'm really curious about this. This is really, really interesting. I don't think I've ever seen this. Because usually players are much more well prepared for Knot. Not only do they have all of their King's collectibles, but they also particularly have more collectibles that give them damage. Huh. Okay, Ethan redeployed. Is this gonna be the strat for Knot? Okay, chest, good. Second batch of chests, good. And that's enough to kill him. Okay. Alright. Very, very interesting steal. I've never seen this, to be fair. This is very new. Alright. He's not at 150, but 107 when you have already Scales of Avarice and, you know, this kind of stuff is probably gonna be enough. Particularly since he's going for 245, so yeah. Getting the gravel. Gray, okay. E2 Surfer, okay. He lost some shields there, but that's actually not that bad. Past the Aqua Pit, that's a plan. He still wants to destroy the Final Cadence. Also, that's an industry, that's good. The Final Cadence still has like 3/4 HP, but now that he has the King's Collectible, he can basically destroy it whenever he wants to. Also, something I didn't mention, he now has Ben Spear, Blood Bath, so he can gain a lot of SP with Hoderer, with Old Pianist, with Silver Ash. That's really, really good. In this team configuration, it was basically one of the best collectibles he could have gotten, I think. That's interesting that he's using Quora to make these enemies fall and not a Deep Color's Tentacle instead. I'm not sure why. The Final Cadence took quite a lot of damage from Old Pianist's basic attacks. Right, Old Pianist vaporizes enemies now, right now, so cool. Alright, Ethan to keep the Final Cadence in check, I guess. Alright, killing the chest spawned by the industry. I assume he wants to kill it now. I'm not sure. Again, two schools. Does he want to kill it now or does he want to wait just some couple stages? We're gonna see. You can see that Bloodbath really allows him to spam Silver Ashes S3 now. That's really good. Okay, apparently he wants to kill it here. Yup. Oh, never mind. Never mind, he doesn't want to. He wants to get more collectibles then. I didn't say anything about this if you're a new player. Basically, the Final Cadence, if it leaks, you get a collectible. But you also lose one shield. So it's always about finding a balance of having enough shields, but also getting more powerful with collectibles. Masterless Memories. So I have no idea what he could be getting because Masterless Memories depends entirely on what he did last time. Also, Painful Happiness, extremely good. I didn't see anything. I think he got a pillage and that's it. I'm not sure. Probably because he rerolled the run or whatever. So what is he getting there? Specialist, supporter guard. Like, does he want to get a control or something? I think his gravel is an E2, so maybe the E2 gravel. Oh, I thought his Ethan was E2 too. Okay, E2 Ethan over E2 Gravel, okay, makes sense. Gravel can still be useful at E1, but she still wants as much stats as possible, but Ethan unlocks his module at E2, so that makes him very variable, and his masteries too, obviously. Frequent Dispute, alright. Frequent Dispute is arguably a very hard stage, but there are a lot of ways to actually deal with it, particularly with Silver Ash, or any invisible reveal for that matters. Really good tech, because again, the invisible enemies spawn from here, so Silver Ash will be able to reveal them there and there. He has the debuff that removes the possibility to retreat Silver Ash. That could be bad. I don't think it's that bad. He has a lot of options, so... Okay, he's leaking the top enemy. Alright. And see, now you can basically defend the top lane with any tanky units, and usually what I do is Gummy plus any sniper like here or there. That's actually easier this way most of the time. Okay, he's sacrificing 1 more HP. He doesn't have much choice there. Okay, he killed the Cadence. Alright. See, with Silver Ash, he can snipe enemies before they even get in the range of all pianists. That's why usually waiting for the blocks to be destroyed is actually a very cool tech, because enemies won't come here and you won't have to deploy a lot of operators to defend there, particularly since it's very complicated, because as you can see, there are only melee ties. The only range ties is this one, and it's not very practical, right? Because you could only, like, for example, defend here and deploy a range operator there to snipe enemies that are exactly here. So yeah, it's usually a better idea to wait for the blocks to be destroyed and either kill the guy that destroyed them or leak it and you lose 1 HP and it's kind of whatever, right? But it's much easier this way. That's a lot of enemies, but that should be fine. Alright, only -2 and he got the final cadence, really good. Also, be careful when you level up to level 6 because you get 1 more HP, so you really need to pay attention to your mental toil in order to lower it. What is he getting? Do not get the life points, obviously. Despair, obviously. God, okay, I would have expected him to get a second Vanguard, but alright, let's see. Lazy, alright. Alright, really lucky with the encounter, he's getting exactly the encounter he wants. Got the framework. False and Truth, getting, I assume, Rending. Rending is really good. That's, how much is it for now? It's plus 20, no, it's actually 32. Hold up, how many guards does he have? He has Silver Ash, he has Old Pianist, he has Lazy Altar, he has Holder, yeah, that's 32. Plus 32% more attack to every operator, as long as these 4 are deployed. More shields. Catastrophe, okay. Catastrophe is usually a buff, because that allows you to get a lot of plans. Also, what is he getting there? He wants to go to the face-off. Where's the face-off? Wait, there's no face-off? Where is the face-off? Oh, there he is. Okay, I didn't see it. So, does he want to go to the possibility then vertical traveling and face off? That's very dangerous because he needs 2 more plans to do that. Because you're gonna want to spend 2 at the possibility, 3 at the vertical path, and 2 at the face off. So that's exactly 7. He has 5, so he wants 2 more. So what are the odds he gets 2 more in this? Gutless Paradise doesn't have any. Oh, never mind. It does have 1 because he has Catastrophe. Oh, but then Gutless plus the Combat Ops, whatever it is, he's guaranteed to be able to go to the possibility and then this way, because he's gonna get at least 1 plan there and at least 1 plan here, and also in the possibility if there's at least 1 fight, that's also at least 1 plan. Okay, really lucky, but also really good. I guess he's calculating whether he can also go here and get even more fights. Yeah, that's a cool strat, but that would be very difficult because you're gonna need 3 for this, 3 for this, 2 for this, so that's already 8, and then 2 more for the face-off, so you're gonna need 5 more plans. But arguably, it's not that difficult. You're already getting 3 here, so you need to get 2 more. That's very dangerous. You could try, but it's a gambit. Oh, he rerolled the fight. Okay, I didn't expect this. Okay. Witchcraft. Who does he want to get? Oh, Lazy, okay. Using a Witchcraft just before a possibility is usually very good because, well, you won't miss the operator. Alright, using Gravel as a bait, as usual. Poor Gravel. Alright. Using S3 Old Pianist to snipe another one, that's good. Using the defense and HP of the spine to generate as much DP as possible with Surfer, very good. Alright, using Bloodbath efficiently. I guess he forgot about Lazy? That's a bit unfortunate. So who did he E2? Oh, Monster! I thought he wanted to E2 the Lazy. Okay, sure. Ooh, Furnace, more Original Ingot. Alright, Vanguard Guard Supporter, I guess he wants to E2 the Lazy? Nope. Okay. Canterbury, alright, sure. Now the possibility, lose 2 plans, enter Bizarre Fragments, earn double Original Ingots, using Furnace, using the face-off here, so he's not reliant on the second face-off afterwards. So let's see how he destroys the boats. I assume Silver Ash is enough to solo them? Let's see. What other options does he have? Like Lazy Altar? That's about it. He could have used Monster S2, I'm not sure. Okay, he's using Silver Ash and... oh, Indigo, actually. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Waiting for them to come back. Keeping them in check with Indigo. That's actually pretty important because they are really, really far away from each other now. Okay, good use of Indigo. That's enough. Holy shit, that's close. Oh, that's really close. Holy. That was actually pretty close. Ooh, another industry, good. Vanguard Medic Sniper. I'm not sure. Like, probably E2 Canterbury, I assume. Sniper, okay. Grey Altar, alright. Grey Altar without the Hand of Rumbling, huh? That's interesting. Chalice, exactly at 150 Original Ingot. That's really good because he's now not reliant on rerolling to get a wish fulfilled. He's not reliant on rerolling to get the encounter to go to the 5th ending, and he's also not reliant on rerolling a node in order to get the Golden Chalice. So that's extremely good for now. Witchcurse Alliance is, yeah, unsure how he's gonna tackle it. Using another Witchcraft, huh? So I assume it's this time for Lazy? So is he gonna use the mechanic or is he gonna brute force the stage? I assume he's using the mechanics. Because in Emergency and difficulty 18, it's extremely difficult to brute force the stage. Holy shit, that's some attack speed with Golden Chalice. Also, the video is 2 times speed, so obviously using the mechanic. Good. Now they don't have the shield and they are not as threatening as they are. Alright, I'm wondering what he's lacking for now. He has SP generation with Bloodbath. He has DP generation with Canterbury and Surfer. He has enough healing. He has binding with Ethan. I'm not sure what he wants right now. He has gravel to bait and to prevent the enemies from spawning in the 5th ending. Yeah, I'm not sure what he wants. Honestly, I think that he's basically ready. So the only thing he wants... he also has medicine sticks and he has plus 50% HP with the bridge. Yeah, I don't really know what he wants. I assume more damage. That's like the only thing he wants more. He hasn't gotten a lot of damage for now. He has gotten the Razor, and that's about it, I think. He's gotten Painful Happiness, which is quote-unquote damage. What is he getting there? Ooh, Skirmish. Okay, more defense, sure. I mean, most enemies deal arts damage in the 4th and 5th ending, but it's better than nothing. E2 Canterbury. Drawing the Rogue Trader since there's nothing to do. Getting the 4th and final King's Collectible. What is he getting there? E2, plus 3 hope, plus 3 toil limits. I'm not sure. Like, if he still wants to recruit operators, I guess the hope. If he doesn't, I guess it's the toil limit. Is there an operator he wants to E2 right now? I'm not sure. E2 in grey, okay. Civilite Eterna or Surging Feast. Civilite Eterna boosts monsters' capabilities with 3 a lot, and Surging Feast is... I'm not sure, it's probably Civilite Eterna just for monster, yeah. Curse War Chronicle, Rainbow Jaw. Both are okay-ish. It's a bit too late for Curse War Chronicles. Having more toil is usually pretty good because if he ends up getting something like furnaces, fuel or whatever, then he can have more Inspirers or Lingerers in his stash and he's gonna get him more attack. But if he doesn't gamble on this, then actually Rainbow Jaw is not that bad. Yeah, what does he want to make with the crown? Does he want to make anything there? He can make another Rise and Fall, but he already have like 4, so yeah, I'm not sure. Does he want to make a 5th one? Because why not? Okay, he's even sacrificing some Rise and Fall because he has too much. Alright, court visits should be... it should be that bad. Like it's the regular court visits, I don't think it should be bad, to be fair. Alright, using industry to get more Original Ingots. He already has 166, which is already pretty good. Surfer early to get more DP. Canterbury early to get more DP. Actually, no Canterbury? Okay, interesting. Silverlight Eterna with Monster, or Monster with Silverlight Eterna in this order, should be able to destroy Theresis. Let's see. That's actually not that high. I was expecting more. 11,000? That's it? I mean, that still removed like half of his health, so yeah. Ooh, very good dodging moment. Let's review this. Yup. Very cool. There we go. No more Theresis, phase 1. Now for phase 2. Also, yeah, Amiya S2 also deals true damage. Odora to guard the lane. Waiting for monster again. To remove the monster because otherwise the boat would have, well, boated her. And destroying Theresis. There we go. Silverlight Eterna doing a lot of work there. Oops. Monster got eaten. That could be bad, actually. Let's see Grey. It's actually dealing quite a lot of damage. That's interesting. Alright, so Rush to take care of these. Sorry for your eyes, by the way. Oh yeah, industry. And there you go. Very easy stage, thanks to Silverlight Eterna and Silverash with 1 billion attack speed. He didn't even have to use Ethan, and Ethan would have been extremely good for this stage. What is he getting for this? Okay, basically every operator in existence, but one of them is already E2. Starting DP, really good, because the deal true damage, I mean the deal true damage would have benefited from Silverlight Eterna, but even with Silverlight Eterna it would have only been 15,000 damage, which is really not that much. If he picks the left one, he's gonna get an E2 operator. So with Tactical Assault, he can get actually nothing because Guard and Vanguard are on the right. Yeah, tough decision there. Okay, right one. E2 the gravel, okay. He's getting back the lazy. Regrowing the Rogue Trader, getting... Ooh, Bank? Or Rosmontis Embrace. Actually, Rosmontis Embrace would be insane. I mean, both are insane. Like, Bank of Gold check is more initial SP for all pianists, which is insane. Also more initial SP for Silver Ash, which is also insane. Also more initial SP for Monster, which is also insane. But at the same time, Rosmontis Embrace is a lot of damage for all pianists, Lazy, and Silver Ash. Okay, he's getting the bank. I don't think there was a wrong choice there. Like, both would have been insane. E2 Pure Stream, okay, sure, more healing. Okay, he's doing Heavenly Paradise, which is, in my opinion, one of the hardest regular map, if not the hardest. You need to be very much well prepared for this map. I don't even know how he's gonna do it, though. Did he switch to Ethan S1, maybe? No, he didn't, actually. Okay, interesting. I probably would have switched to Ethan's S1 for this one. Oh yeah, this Grey too. That's right. I'm starting to wonder if he didn't just recruit Grey specifically for this stage. That might have been the case, honestly. Oh, whoa. Lazy is actually destroying this stage. Okay, never mind then. Okay, so basically Grey was recruited for this stage alone. Which actually makes sense. Honestly, again, this is probably the hardest stage in IS5, besides bosses. Holy shit, the game is starting to lag! The game is starting to lag! Oh no, that's my YouTube video! Silverash is attacking so fast it's actually crashing my video. Oh, I didn't even see he used this. Now he's gonna get plus 50% more HP, so that's good. Alright, Specialist Sniper Medic. What does he want there? Probably a second medic, I guess? Second regular medic? Because, well, he's not gonna use Monster as a quote-unquote medic. And Amiya, like, the thing is, Amiya only works once, and then she requires to attack enemies, which can be tricky sometimes. I'm not sure. Let's see. Maybe he won't Contrail. Oh, he's actually recruiting a sick... Project Red, okay. Yeah, Project Red with Gravel in order to prevent the bosses from spawning in the 5th ending, I assume. What is he getting there? Field Pack, I guess. Field Pack can be interesting if you get stunned by the Sarkis guys on purpose, but that's about it. I mean, it's better than Medal of Honor. Like, Medal of Honor, you're not gonna get anything from this, so sure. Alright, getting some more shields. He doesn't have a lot of shields, like he has 18 HP, that's not that much. Okay, now he has 22, but... Okay, 22 is actually alright.
And so he's not gonna use a Rise and Fall for this stage, huh? So that's Keylon. Let's see the strategy, but the strategy should be pretty much the same as like every other Keylon stage. Defending the right lane with Hoderer, defending the left lane with assuming Silverash, I would say, binding Keylon with Ethan, early on generating DP with Canterbury and Surfer, and yeah, that's gonna be enough. I'm just not sure how he's gonna deal with the second phase. I don't know, let's see. I'm actually not sure about this. I assume it's gonna be S3 monster, but let's see. Alright, Surfer, Canterbury, obviously. Lazy too, okay. No Canterbury, actually. Oh, no mind. Okay, so Lazy is gonna be the lane holder on the left lane. It's not gonna be enough because, well, the skill isn't available every time. Holy shit. I swear this is not my video. Like, oh, never mind. It is my video. Fuck. Holy. Okay, no towers then. That's one way. Yeah, also, Silverash reduces his own defense when using S3, but these enemies deal arts damage, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. He's actually dealing with the very first phase with Monster. That's interesting. Using Monster to dodge the boat because he wants to keep it for until the last phase. Wait, who did he boat? I didn't even see. He boat someone. Wait, hold up, I'm lost. Why does it say he has boated Monster? Is that a glitch? I assume that's a glitch. Yeah, see, this is why I am really not fond of this kind of stuff. Okay, so he boated Canterbury and Ulpianus. Interesting. Oh, they're tanking. Good. Playing Ethan again to keep Keylon in check. Destroying the towers with Silverash. Good. Lazy destroying the left lane. Dodging the boats. Boating Silverash. Yeah, and see, that's a glitch I really hate. He literally didn't boat Monster, and yet, thanks to this glitch, Monster is considered to be boated. I really don't like this. Like, I know people use this, and it's quote-unquote allowed. If you want my opinion on why I also don't like these tournaments, is that for some reason they forbid strong operators, but they allow this kind of glitch, and I'm like, okay, how does that make sense? But sure, I'm not here to talk about this. Alright, that's done. Surging Feast or 4-leaf Clover Fossil. I mean, 4-leaf Clover Fossil is literally useless, so it's basically Surging Feast, even though it's not that useful. Because healing effectiveness, if your unit gets one-shot, it doesn't matter that much. And if your units survive, then you have 1 billion attack speed. It doesn't matter that much either, so yeah. But it's better than nothing, because 4-leaf Clover Fossil is literally nothing. Ness, alright. And now Amiya. And there's still 17 minutes, Jesus. Alright. Good old reliable strategy to prevent bosses from being spawned. Amiya is taking no damage. Jesus. Alright, now spawning the boss because, well, all other enemies have spawned, so it doesn't matter. I wonder if he's gonna leak the boss, because, well, he's very tanky at this point, so I'm not sure. It would cost him 5 HP, but 5 HP is not that much at this point. Okay, he doesn't. Again, preventing the boss from spawning. Alright, Amiya is almost in shield stance. Monster getting clapped. Lazy can't tank these, unfortunately, so Old Pianist has to finish the job. To be fair, at this point, he could simply like leak any enemy, it doesn't matter. Because as you can see, he has 39 out of 55, and there's basically no enemy in the third phase, so he could leak everything and it wouldn't matter that much. I guess he's making extra sure, but it doesn't matter. Okay, he's getting some DP with Surfer. Alright, boss killed, almost. Perfect. Third and last phase. That shouldn't be that difficult, honestly. I assume he's simply gonna deploy monster and destroy Amiya. Alright, using Old Pianist's stun to prevent the Sarkaz binders to hit him. That's good. Okay, he's actually using Hodora to tank a bit, and now he's using monster, okay. Goodbye basically all bosses at the same time. J'en ai un peu marre de cette vidéo qui bug là. Il reste 5 minutes, tu veux pas te concentrer un peu là? And now the game is basically over. Literally nothing that Amiya can do. And there you go. Alright, so again, it's not like I can say anything about this run. If you're a new player watching this, you can watch the video I made about Dylan and Lapland simping and about this one, because these give a complementary advice on how to approach an IS5 run. In the first one, I gave some basic advice like taking the lamp, lowering the mental toil, and in this one, I also gave some more advanced details on how to manage each lane, for example, again, Keylon or this kind of stuff. So yeah, of course, this is kinda advanced, but I believe this input could still be useful for new players who watch this. So anyway, this was it for this analysis, guys. If you like this video, feel free to like, subscribe, and see you in the next one.